What's up, guys? In this video I'm going to be going over how to automate text messages for your client's campaign. So the way you do this is by an app called ClickSend. Basically what this app allows you to do is not only send SMS messages to your clients, but your client can also interact with the leads that come through, because the leads can actually respond to these text messages and your client can respond. So basically I'm going to show you how to set all that up today. And what's the benefit of this? Really, the benefit is it has a higher response rate than just phone calls alone, and it also reminds the lead to actually take action, and it gives them that personal one-on-one connection. Because think about it this way: for example, a random number calls you on the phone, you might not be likely to answer, but if a random number leaves you a text and you read through it, you might be more likely to respond, since you actually know who the person is now at this point. Maybe you don't listen to your voicemails, and it just adds that extra layer of making sure the lead comes through the door for your clients, and it offers a lot of value in making sure that every lead possible is taken advantage of for your clients. So basically I'm going to walk you through step by step how to set this up for your clients. So the first thing is first of all, you're going to set up an account for your agency. So I need to log into my agency account actually. Let's log into this one, and then from there you will create a client account under your own agency. So obviously you just go to clicksend.com and make your own account. It's pretty simple. And then from there you're going to go to accounts, you're going to do add sub accounts, and you're going to add a new sub account. Basically put out your client's information, turn on this access settings button right here. This will be an important one. Everything else you can leave just about the same, and basically put your client's name, email, and number, everything like that. And then from there you're going to make the login for them. And then once you do that, check my little checklist right here. So after that we're going to log out and we're going to go into one of our clients' accounts. So I'm going to do that right now. And then next and I'm actually going to have this, you guys are able to download this. So next thing you're going to do is set up contact lists for each offer and make a reply opt-out list. So the way you do that is go into contacts here. You're going to add a new contact list. You're going to put the name of your offer. As you can see here, I put the name of my offer in my contact list in my client's name. And then I also put an opt-out one. So if somebody replies, so the way I have this set up is, so it sends out these automatic text messages, but we also want, when somebody replies, that they don't just keep getting these automatic text messages, because it might just be annoying to them. So when somebody replies, we're going to set up this thing that moves them to this opt-out list here. So you're also going to create a new contact list that's called opt-out or something along those lines. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to SMS and settings, and then we're going to go inbound SMS settings, and we're going to add a new rule, and you're going to do any rule name. So reply opt-out, and any message incoming, and we are going to, the action will be to move the contact and move them to the contact list reply opt-out. So if anybody replies to any of these messages, it's going to move them to this contact list. So every time you get a new client set up on here, that's what you need to set up. So we got that set up, and then we set up message actions. Okay, so the next step would be to go to automations over here, and from here we are going to set up an action. So you're going to add an action, and you're basically going to put your text message right here. And luckily for you guys, I have all of these made already. So obviously you're going to have to alter this to whatever business you're using. So you guys will have to figure that out on your own, but I gave you exact templates that you can use and times to set them up. So you can basically copy this into here and put it here, and then you can call it, I usually call it like first message, and then whatever the client's name is, because all your clients' things are going to show up in the same area. So you want to make sure you denote what client it is and what message it is and what for what offer. So those three things you'll have to denote in the name, whatever name you call it. So you set your messages up, you add your action, you have like all four of these messages made into actions. What do you do next? Then you add in automation. So I'm going to go to contact space and add automation, and you're basically going to do the same thing. You're going to name it like the first message and your client's name and you don't have to actually put your client's name, because you can see here if you put your client's name there, but put your client's name here, etc. Make sure you just can tell the difference, so when you're coming back through it, and select the action that you just made to send out, and then you're going to select the contact list that you want to send it to, and you're going to set like 1 minute. So I set right here, 1 minute after sign up. So when somebody joins this list, it's going to send them this message after 1 minute of signing up. And then once you have all 4 of those set up, then you are almost good to go. You have one more step, so we need to go to Zapier.com to actually get the contacts automatically put into here. So next thing we do is make a Zap, and we start with Facebook lead ads. And choose your page. I'm just going to choose a random page here. And the next thing you're going to do is do click send. So just search for click send. You're going to want to show less common options and create a contact. Save and continue. Choose whatever account you want to add this to. I'm just going to choose my own for now. Whatever client's account you want to add that to. And then you're going to choose a contact list that you want to add it to. That's going to populate in here. And from there, you basically put the plus button. So you're going to need to, here, let me pull up a different one for you guys real quickly so you guys can see what I actually mean here. Pull up one that has leads in it already. All right, choose that and we'll continue. And let me show you guys real quickly. So contact list, you're going to choose your contact list, whatever it is. And then first name, retest, connect and continue. So we got to do that. And so you guys can see what pops up here. Okay, we got it. So first name, pop that in there. Last name, pop that in there. Phone number, pop that in there. Trick if you don't have, so if you have your lead form set up where it's like full name instead of first and last name, then what you need to do differently is actually send from active campaign. So your trigger here would be active campaign. You do the same exact thing I just showed you. And then, so what you're going to have set up is Facebook ad to active campaign. And then you're going to have another one set up that is active campaign to click send. As 2 separate ones because active campaign will automatically separate these into first name and last name when they're imported into active campaign. This will make sense once you guys have encountered this problem. If you don't encounter this problem at first, it's fine. But you might encounter this problem that there's only a full name option here. And in that case, you'll need to put active campaign here. And you'll first need to go Facebook ad, active campaign, and then active campaign, click send in your Zapier thing here. If you guys have any questions on that, you can just contact me. Basically fill out their phone number here, of course, put their phone number, that automatically goes like that, and etc. You can add their email, whatever other information you have, and then you just test it, and then you check to see if the contact showed up in here. Simple as that, you're good to go. So that's how you set it up. That's how you set up the full system of ClickSend. There's one last step here, and that is to basically tell your client the information on how to use ClickSend. So we have that up here. You basically need to tell them all these things. You can put in an email to your client. You can talk to them on the phone and walk them through it. But basically, this is what they need to do. They need to get the ClickSend app, and you just download that. You give them the login info you made for them. And then for them, so they can reply to the SMS messages, they download the app, they go to SMS, and then they go to Messenger, and then they can respond to any messages that came in from any of the clients. Any of the leads. So you basically just tell them this information, that just giving them background information on this, things I already told you guys. And you want to let them know that they should check this 3 times daily, but they're also going to get notified via email. So when you made your client's profile, you put in their email, what's going to happen is every time a new person gets added to, anytime somebody replies to any text, it's going to text your client. Not text your client, but it's going to email your client. And then also you need to let them know that if somebody claims an offer but they didn't reply to text, so that therefore they didn't get opted out, your client needs to go in and move that contact to the opt-out list so that they don't keep getting text messages and start getting annoyed. Those are basically the only things you have to tell your business owner. So this is the complete video on how you set up automated text messages for your clients. This is a very effective method. This video, to learn how to do all this honestly took me about 8 hours to figure this out on my own. So I really hope this helps you guys out. I just taught you in about, 10 minutes. So hope you guys find this video valuable, and I'll see you guys in the next one.